Good day, everyone. I am Amikeya Garnica Sapro, and today I will discuss the topic defining globalization and metaphors of globalization. This presentation aims to help us understand what globalization is and how metaphors are used to explain this concept in a simpler and more relatable way. So, what is globalization? So, globalization is a process by which people, business, countries, and cultures become increasingly connected through trade, communication, technology, and the exchange of ideas. In simple meaning, the world is becoming more connected and interdependent. So we have here examples. We have social media communication, international trade, online jobs, and foreign products in local markets. So let's first define globalization. Globalization refers to the increasing connection among countries through technologies, communication, trade, and culture. In simple terms, the world is becoming more connected than before. For example, even though we are here in the Philippines, we can communicate with people in other countries through Facebook, Messenger, or Zoom. We can also buy products made in China, Korea, Japan, or United States. These are examples of globalization in our daily lives. So we have here our next slide, which is characteristics of globalization. First, we have global communication. People communicate instantly worldwide. So because of the internet, people can communicate instantly regardless of distance. Second, we have international trade. Countries exchange foods and services. So where countries buy and sell products and services. Third, we have cultural exchange. Cultures influence one another. So we can see this through K-pop, anime, and Hollywood films. Fourth, we have movement of people, migration, tourism, and overseas work. So many individuals travel, study, or work abroad. Lastly, we have technology sharing, innovation spread across countries. Technology sharing allows us new innovations to spread quickly around the world. So here on our next slide, we have here the importance of globalization. So why is it important? First, it creates employment opportunities. Second, it improves communication. Third, it encourages economic growth. Fourth, it promotes cultural understanding. And lastly, it provides access to new technology. So, globalization is important because it creates many opportunities for both individuals and countries. It helps generate jobs, improve communication, and support economic development. For example, many Filipinos now work remotely for international companies while staying in the Philippines. Globalization also allows us to access information and technology that can improve education and daily life. So, what are metaphors of globalization? Metaphors are comparisons used to explain complex ideas in a simpler way. The purpose of this is that they help us understand globalization more easily. Example: instead of saying the world is highly interconnected, we say the world is a global village. Globalization can be more complicated concept. So, scholars use metaphors to explain it more clearly. A metaphor is a comparison that helps people understand an idea better. Rather than using difficult theories, metaphors allows us to visualize how globalization works in the real world. So now we have our metaphor 1, which is global village. The world functions like a small village because technology allows people to communicate instantly. Example: Facebook, TikTok, Messenger, and Zoom. So the first metaphor is the global village. This concept was introduced by Marshall McLuhan. So according to this idea, technology has made the world feel smaller because people can communicate instantly regardless of where they are located. So, for example, we can video call relatives abroad or communicate with international friends through social media. Although countries are geographically far apart, technology makes them feel much closer. Metaphor 2: Global highway, meaning information, products, and services move quickly across countries. Examples: internet, online shopping, or digital transactions. So the second metaphor is the global highway. Just as vehicles travel on highways, informations, products, and services travel across countries through globalization. The internet is a perfect example because it allows information to move rapidly around the world. Online shopping and international business transactions also demonstrate how globalization connects different parts of the world. Metaphor 3: Global network, meaning countries, businesses, and individuals are connected and dependent on one another. Example: a smartphone may be designed in the USA, manufactured in China, and sold worldwide. So, this metaphor highlights interconnectedness. Today's economies and industries are connected through global networks. For example, a smartphone is often created through cooperation among several countries. This shows that globalization encourages countries to work together rather than operate independently. Metaphor 4: The world as a web, meaning the world is like a spider web where everything is connected. Example: a crisis in one country can affect any others. The world as a web compares globalization to a spider web. In a spider web, movement in one area affects the entire structure. Similarly, events in one country can influence many others. A good example is the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected economies, education system, and healthcare sectors around the world. On a summary, globalization connects countries and people. It involves trade, technology, communication, and culture. Metaphors helps explain globalization. We have here our common metaphors. We have global village, global highway, global network, and world as web. To summarize, globalization refers to the increasing interconnectedness of countries through technology, trade, communication, and culture. The metaphors we discuss help us better understand how globalization operates in today's world. They show that modern societies are closely connected and influenced by one another. In conclusion, globalization continues to shape the way people communicate, work, and interact across the world. Understanding its metaphors helps us appreciate how interconnected modern society has become. Globalization is a major force that influences our daily lives. Through the metaphors of global village, global highway, global network, and world as a web, we can better understand how countries and people are connected. Thank you for listening. That concludes my presentation. Thank you again and God bless.